50% of all custom objects never get used.
Within the Salesforce world, I find that there's typically two audiences that we have to speak to. There's the IT audience, and then there's the business audience. By having something that is easily translatable, something that is easily understood on a single sheet of paper, how has that changed the dynamic of conversation amongst those two groups?
I think you're right that often it's the business is the owner of Salesforce.
Mm.
And sometimes IT is the delivery of capability of changes. I'm seeing that changing. I'm seeing for very large organizations, Salesforce is now often being owned by by IT. And it's almost flipped around. Right now, the business are the customers of IT. And unless there's a common way of actually describing what you want, we have this big disconnect where the business thought they described what they want. It was textual. IT went and built it. That actually wasn't what was required. The business gets hacked off because I told you, why don't you understand? So I think trying to get this common language, and the process diagrams help do that. If I give you a bit of data, we analyze about 50,000 orgs a month, about 1.5 billion metadata items. So some good data there. 50% of all custom objects never get used. Yeah, exactly. 50%. That's not counting managed packages. These are ones which people have argued over whether they wanted it, written emails, Slack messages, argued over what it was going to be called. Obviously, they didn't document it, but then they deployed it and then it was never used. If I look at the number of fields, it's 41% of all custom fields never get populated, rising to 80% for some of the more common objects. So that's a massive cost and also just wasted money, but also wasted time building things that aren't required. If we can eliminate that, or at least get closer to eliminating a lot of that, suddenly IT is delivering what the business needs and we can accelerate.